The death of Itachi Uchiha was forever a moment that changed Sasuke Uchiha, especially once he learned the truth about Itachi. The elder brother who he believed had massacred their clan had gone on to become a rogue ninja, and had actually done so under the orders of the village that Itachi loved and swore to protect. Blue became red, and water became lava in the world of Sasuke. Rage fueled his desire to make Konoha suffer for making his brother suffer through so many years of torment, both living with the nightmares of killing his clansmen, killing his parents, and killing his lover Izumi Uchiha, and also most importantly, living with the truth that his younger brother, who Itachi loved more than life itself, was fueled by hatred with the sole purpose of killing Itachi. Currently in Boruto Naruto Next Generations, during the events of Sasuke Resident, set a full 16 years after the moment that Itachi departed as an Edo tensei, telling Sasuke that no matter what path Sasuke walked down, that Itachi would always love him. Sasuke is now confronted with the dark truth that he himself has fought desperately not to think of. If Sasuke was given a choice, he would revive Itachi, even if it meant crossing moral lines and killing innocent people, all if it meant for Itachi to walk the world again. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the moment where Sasuke battles these demons, which occurs at the very start of the heartbreaking conclusion to the Sasuke Resident story. This scene picks up moments after Sakura defeats Gigi by trapping him inside of a sealing jutsu. Even though he's been defeated, Gigi is still trying to think up a way of taking Sakura down in battle. However, the moment that Sasuke arrives, unleashing his bloodlusted chakra aura onto him, Gigi's mind shuts down briefly over the sheer terror that is known as Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke at this point is struggling to contain what Sasuke himself describes as being bloodlust, and is quickly turning into a wrath that he planned to direct onto Gigi. After taking the polar particle that will be needed to cure Naruto of the chakra illness is killing him, Sasuke activates his Sharingan, which makes Gigi realize that he's never experienced so much bloodlust and never expected such bloodlust to exist inside of Sasuke. It's just after Sasuke makes it known that he's gonna kill Gigi via Genjutsu, just as Itachi once used Tsukiyomi to kill Izumi Uchiha during the Uchiha massacre. It's in this moment that Gigi makes a startling admission that makes Sasuke question just how far he would go to revive Itachi if he was given the chance to do so, and it's in this moment that Sasuke realizes that if the circumstances were different, he very well could end up like Gigi if everything went bad one day in his life. So what I'll do for you guys now is go over the scene in question, then come back to you guys with my thoughts, and it's here I'm gonna begin quoting. "I'll put you under a genjutsu. You might not like it. I don't want you to wake up for another lifetime. I don't care. I don't care about whatever the hell awaits me with your eyes. I deserve what's coming to me. But I have something to ask you before you put me under your genjutsu." Sasuke deactivated his Sharingan. Dropping his tone once more, he asked, "What was your purpose?" "Zanzaro. He was able to use the beasts as weapons of war, but that really isn't your type." "And what kind of type is that?" "Gigi, you're the type that acts for the sake of a country." Gigi couldn't help but laugh, though it's just a guess. "Perhaps you might have agreed with Zanzaro's beliefs at one point. You might have cooperated." Sasuke continued to ask, "So why did you help Pinjira back then?" Gigi began to blink as he looked at Sasuke, completely lost. "When Pinjira was about to be attacked by Minnow, if you were going to kill all the prisoners, why not start then? Did your feelings towards Pinjira change, or did you fall short in making Minnow a murdering weapon?" "Neither. Minnow reacted instinctively. Though Pinjira and I happen to be in the same cell, it doesn't mean I have any hope of emotion towards him. In fact, just a little while ago, I was watching in silence as Gano was about to be sliced in half. But..." Sasuke turned to Gigi's face. "My body, it moved without thinking." From time to time, unintentional feelings drive people to act. Sasuke thought back to a time when he jumped in front of his best friend to take the hit of Haku's needles. At the time, he genuinely wondered why he did that, but now, after so many years, he understood why he saved Naruto. He may have lost his way several times in the past, but Naruto Uzumaki had always been Sasuke's best friend. He'd always been there for him, even during times when reasons exceeded logic or location. He didn't think Gigi had the same types of emotions that Sasuke had for Naruto with Minnow, Gano, or Pinjira, though he was probably carrying some type of attachment to someone, something. "Zanzaro's dead, Gigi. We'll hand you over to Radaku's custody, then return to our own country. But before that, go ahead, ask me your question." "Sasuke, why? I don't want to meet my end without knowing. You have to tell me." Standing next to Sasuke, Minnow stretches out his head, tilting it to the side as he stared down Gigi Gigi. Gigi stared back at Minnow and then stared at Sasuke alternatively, relaxing his stance, awaiting death. The plan's been ruined anyway. Bit by bit, his murmuring turned into talking. Originally, I was a Sand Shinobi, but the Prime Minister of Ridaku invited me to the capital. It was when the first king was still alive. The Prime Minister had a plan to create a private army full of hired missing shinobi, so they called on me to teach these shinobi ninjutsu. While staying at the royal palace, the Prime Minister even assigned a maid to me. In time, I really came to like her. Rather than take part in the war that was going on, I wanted to stay in Ridaku with her. I wanted to live forever with her in Ridaku. Did the Prime Minister know about that? Sasuke asked. Tears welled in Gigi's eyes as he gave a small nod in response. I wondered if someone had seen us when we were together. In exchange for your cooperation with Zanzaro, is that what you're saying? Yes, Zanzaro. Zanzaro used to be an archaeologist from the royal palace. He successfully deciphered the book he had in the archives on how to bring the dead back to life. Even though he knew how to cast the jutsu, he didn't have the chakra or the ability to mold it in order to use it. That's why I was called in, to perform the reanimation jutsu. If I cooperated with Zanzaro for the year, he told me that I could be back with the one that I loved. I promised her that after all that I was through in my distant mission, I'd meet her in the capital once again. But 1 year later, she passed away. He stared at the ground with a weary expression, tears in his eyes before continuing. I was wrong. I shouldn't have left if she was that important to me. I shouldn't have left her alone, Sasuke. That's what I tried telling you. Do you understand? You can't just leave your wife behind. Those are my true feelings. Humans, human beings, they simply die. There's nothing that can be done to prevent that, no matter how much you love them. Minnow made a low noise from his throat. Gigi watched him. Whether he understood the story or not, he sat gently listening to Gigi. At first, I was told the purpose of Minnow was just to keep an eye on the prisoners. They only revealed their true intentions the day that I had learned that she died. Using these beasts as a weapon, of course, at first, it didn't pique my interest. Then, Zanzaro and the Prime Minister gave me an incentive. They gave you an incentive. What was it? Sasuke asked. If I cooperated in reanimating the beast, and if I did, then her dead body could be found. I could have reanimated her. I could have brought my wife back to life again. You were gonna revive her using the reanimation jutsu. Noticing Sakura's expression, Gigi couldn't help but laugh. Oh, don't get so hurt, sensei. Don't give me that face. I really wanted to see her one last time, even if it was forcibly with the forbidden jutsu. Sasuke, if you were in my shoes, wouldn't you do the exact same thing? Sasuke stayed silent. He couldn't really say that he wouldn't do the same if he was in his position. He thought back to his reunion with Itachi, when he was brought back through Edo Tensei. It was such an irreplaceable memory to Sasuke. He thought just a few moments of talking to his brother could melt away any misunderstandings that he had, even if the result was Edo Tensei. For Sasuke, it was worth it. If Sasuke were to ever lose his wife, who's to say? Who's to say he wouldn't make the same mistakes that Gigi did? Yeah, I guess if I was in your shoes, I would do it too. Sakura then answered, If I lost Sasuke-kun and the opportunity to use Edo Tensei was in front of me, I would have tried it. Anything just to meet with him one more time. Is that so? Do you understand how I feel, Sasuke? The rest of Gigi's sentence was interrupted by Sakura continuing. But just because we wouldn't be the two of us anymore doesn't mean I'd be alone. My friends would totally stop me and tell me that I was being an idiot. They tell me that this wasn't right. We're stopping you for the same reasons. Forcing her into being reanimated through the jutsu. Margot wouldn't want that. Margot? Sasuke reacted, lifting his face. Margot? Was that the name of Gigi's lover? The letter he just received stuck out of his pocket. Sasuke opened the creases of the letter, following the text with his eyes. His eyes widened. In quote. So what I love about this moment right here is that after Sasuke threatens to kill Gigi via genjutsu, Gigi is so heartbroken over not being able to see his wife again that in this moment, he doesn't care about the death that Sasuke is about to hand down to him via genjutsu. In this moment, we see the lines of morality begin to fade away. Gigi, once a proud Sand Shinobi, had chosen to stay in Ridaku with his wife instead of taking part in the war and run the risk of being one of the many who died in the critical war effort. Gigi traded his sense of loyalty to his country for love, for a life with the woman who he loved more than his country itself. In a way, Gigi, when you think about it, really mirrors Itachi. Itachi cherished the life of his brother so much that he slaughtered his own clan, killed his lover, and killed his parents, Also, Sasuke would be protected by Konoha. Itachi chose his love for Sasuke over his love for his village and his love for his clan. In the same way, Gigi chose his love for his wife over his own village, over his duty of fighting in a war. And years later, he took the lives of innocents, all for the hope of seeing his dead wife once again. He operated under the belief that his wife was dead, thinking that the only way to spend a few more moments with her was to say the things left unsaid in his heart, was being able to do so via Edo Tensei. Hearing Gigi's story made Sasuke recall his own encounter with Itachi, where even though Sasuke knew that someone had been killed, that their life had been sacrificed in order to revive Itachi, Sasuke didn't care. Those moments he spent beside his brother were moments that Sasuke still cherished 16 years after it happened. It's here we see a darker side of Sasuke, where for the sake of his family, he doesn't care who needs to die to satisfy the selfish impulse. He admits that if he were in Gigi's shoes, he would do the exact same thing, which sees the threads of Sasuke's mind connect even further. Earlier on in the novel, Sasuke compares his own love to Sakura to his love for Itachi, but calling it a deeper love despite Sakura not being blood related. He said that even when he hated Itachi, planned to kill him, he never stopped considering him to be family. Sasuke says that even if things were to go south with Sakura, they would always be family, and that he didn't need a ring to show his love for his wife. Just as Sasuke found himself struggling with thoughts of how far he would go to revive Itachi, he now finds himself thinking of just how far he would go to revive Sakura if something were to happen to her that caused her death. Sasuke admits that killing someone to revive them via Edo Tensei wasn't something out of the realm of possibility, and I want you guys to look at it like this too. Even though Sakura acknowledged that she would think of doing so, she did say that her friends would keep her from crossing that line. So that again shows the importance of bonds, which is going to be very important once you get to the end of this novel. However, the other thing is this does also open up the door for something else. Sasuke has full mastery over the Rinnegan, and Sasuke is aware of the Rinne Rebirth's ability to bring back the dead. However, there is a cost to using this jutsu. As stated in the Naruto War arc on 5 separate occasions, death from using Rinne Rebirth is an absolute unless you have Zetsu feeding you chakra to offset the effects. Sasuke could very well give his life to bring back Sakura if someone killed her, and based on his interaction with Gigi, we know that Sasuke wouldn't hesitate to do so if he was pushed with no other option. Even more startling is the fact that Sakura herself admits that she would go through the same lengths that Gigi did if someone were to kill Sasuke and if her friends couldn't stop her. For the chance to see her husband one last time, she would perform Edo Tensei just to share one final moment with him. This scene speaks volumes to the darkness that lingers in the hearts of both Sasuke and Sakura, but behind all that darkness is a bright light that illuminates the path forward as they walk towards their future as both husband and wife to one another and as father and mother to their daughter Sarada. At this point, one thing is clear: neither can live without the other, and if something were to happen to their partner or to their daughter, there exists no moral line that they wouldn't cross to make things right. It's just as the Joker once said in The Killing Joke when he spoke to Batman after he sexually assaulted Batgirl, who had just been shot in the spine, and sent the photos to her father. Joker states that any man, any good man, is just one bad day away from turning into a villain. I told you guys the ending of this novel was gonna cross some moral lines and have some heartbreaking moments. The very next video you guys see will cover the end of Sasuke and Sakura's mission, and the emotional gut checks haven't stopped here. There are 2 final moments that are sure to make even the most hardened of ninjas shed a few tears. But that's gonna be it for this installment of Sasuke Resident. For those of you who are new, I'm gonna be putting these videos in chronological order once I finish the videos that cover this novel. That way you guys can enjoy the story from start to finish. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.